everybody, this is Tech G back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be explaining to you exactly what a cloud security manager is in case this is what you want to do with your professional life. So let's get into it. Cloud computing has completely changed the way businesses operate. Instead of buying racks of servers and managing everything in-house, organizations now rent computing resources from providers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. And this shift to the cloud has opened up incredible opportunities for speed, scalability, and innovation. But it's also created a whole new set of security risks. And that's where you enter the cloud security manager. And this is the professional that is responsible for ensuring that all of those cloud resources, data, and applications stay safe and secure. So if you're someone who loves technology, enjoys problem solving, and has an eye for cybersecurity, then this might be a career path worth exploring. So with that being said, let's talk about the cloud security manager. What exactly does a cloud security manager do? So think of a cloud security manager as the chief protector of the cloud. When a company decides to move its data, applications, and infrastructure to the cloud security manager ensures everything stays secure against hackers, accidental leaks, and compliance violations. And here are some of their day-to-day responsibilities. So there's developing cloud security policies and strategies. So essentially, they set the rules for how cloud services can be used securely within the organization. There's managing security teams. So cloud security managers, they often lead a group of security analysts or engineers and make sure their team is proactively monitoring and fixing vulnerabilities. There's overseeing compliance. So many industries like finance, healthcare, and government, they have strict regulations. And cloud security managers, they make sure the company's cloud setup complies with things like HIPAA, GDPR, or PCI DSS. And there's implementing security tools. So from firewalls to intrusion detection systems to encryption solutions, they choose the right tools for the cloud environment. There's also risk management. So they constantly assess what could go wrong. Then they put plans in place to prevent or respond to those issues. There's incident response. So if a breach or suspicious activity occurs, they're the ones who take charge of the response. And then there's collaboration with IT and business leaders. So cloud security managers don't just sit behind a screen. They meet with executives, project managers, and even clients to make sure security is aligned with business goals. So in short, they are both technical experts and leaders who protect the organization's most valuable assets in the cloud. All right, next, why are cloud security managers in such high demand? Well, here's the truth. Every company is moving to the cloud. You have Netflix, they run on Amazon Web Services. You got Microsoft, it uses Azure extensively. Then you have banks, hospitals, schools, and even small businesses are using cloud-based services. But the issue is all of that comes with cybercrime, and hackers aren't slowing down. Ransomware, phishing, insider threats, and misconfigured cloud storage, all of these are constant dangers. And according to industry reports, over 90% of organizations use the cloud in some form, and cloud security incidents are rising every year, and the global shortage of cybersecurity professionals is in the millions. And that means that cloud security managers aren't just quote unquote nice to have, they are essential. And when something is essential but talent is scarce, then salaries can go up. All right, next let's talk about the skills that you need to become a cloud security manager. So how do you actually break into this role? Well, a cloud security manager needs to be well-rounded, combining technical knowledge, leadership, and business awareness. So here's a breakdown. When it comes to the technical skills, you need to know something about the cloud, obviously. So you need to know about AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, and you need to know at least one of them in extreme detail. There's cybersecurity fundamentals, so you need to know about firewalls, IDS, IPS, VPNs, endpoint security, and SIEM. You need to know about networking, such as TCP/IP, DNS, VPNs, and VLANs. You need to know about identity and access management, where you're configuring roles, permissions, SSO, and multi-factor authentication. You need to know about encryption and key management when it comes to protecting data at rest and in transit. And you need to know about dev security ops tools like CI/CD pipelines, containers like Dockers and Kubernetes, and infrastructure as code security. When it comes to the soft skills, you need to have some leadership because you might be managing a security team where you have to make the tough decisions. You need to be a great communicator where you can explain risk and solutions to non-technical people like executives. You need to be good at problem solving when it comes to thinking critically when security incidents occur. You need to be good at strategic thinking by aligning security with business goals. When it comes to certifications, so if you're serious about this career, the certifications, they can set you apart. And some of the top ones include include CompTIA Security Plus. You got the Certified Cloud Security Professional, or the CCSP. You got AWS Certified Security. You got Microsoft Certified Azure Security Engineer Associate. You got the Google Professional Cloud Security Engineer. And you got the Certified Information Systems Security Professional, or the CISSP. Now, all of these certifications are not required, but having one or more of those shows employers that you have validated skills. All right, so let's talk about education pathways. So, do you need a degree to become a cloud security manager? Well, the short answer is not always, but it does help if you have a bachelor's degree, especially if it's in computer science, cybersecurity, or information technology. You could also have a master's degree. Now, that's not required, but advanced degrees in cybersecurity or information assurance, they can help you stand out, especially for leadership positions. Then you could take some boot camps or learn some stuff online by going to platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and LinkedIn Learning, because all of them offer excellent cloud security training. But here's the key. Practical experience matters just as much as education, because employers, they want to see that you've configured cloud environments, you know how to respond to threats and manage teams, not just that you can prove that you can pass a class. All right, so let's talk about the career path to becoming a cloud security manager. So this role isn't usually entry level. And most cloud security managers, they work their way up. So here's a typical career ladder. So a lot of them start off as IT support or a system administrator. And if you got that job, you're going to learn the basics of network, servers, and operating systems. You got security analysts and security engineers, where you're going to focus more on security tools, monitoring and responding to incidents. You got cloud engineers and cloud security specialists. We're going to be working directly with AWS, Azure, or GCP, designing secure cloud architectures. You got senior cloud security engineers or architects, and there you'll be making big picture decisions about security. And then you have the cloud security manager, where you'll essentially be leading teams, setting policies, and ensuring that the organization's cloud environment is safe. Now, understand that this path can take you about 5 to 10 years of gaining experience, depending upon how quickly you move up and what opportunities you are exposed to. All right, so let's get to the most important part of this slideshow, the money, because this role can pay very well. So based on recent data from sources like Glassdoor, PayScale, and Indeed, the average salary in the U.S. for this position is between $130,000 to $170,000 per year. You have high-end salaries in big cities or at Fortune 500 companies, where you can earn paychecks of $200,000 plus. Another thing is, if you're just stepping into your first manager role, you might see salaries around $110,000 to $125,000. And then there's all types of bonuses and perks. So many cloud security managers, they get performance bonuses, stock options, especially at tech companies, and excellent benefits. Now, of course, these salaries, they vary based on location, the industry you work in, and your certifications and experience. But the bottom line is this is a six-figure career in most cases, and it does have strong job stability. All right, so let's talk about the pros and cons of this role. So like any job, it's not all sunshines and six-figure paychecks, but let's go ahead and talk about the good and the bad. So when it comes to the good, one, it's a high salary job, so you can easily earn six figures with potential growth. There is job security because cloud security is not going away. This job can be challenging and exciting because you're always solving problems and learning new technology. Then there's opportunities for leadership, where you're going to be able to guide teams and influence business strategy. When it comes to the cons, there's a lot of stress. So when a security incident happens, the pressure is on you. It could be some long hours, because breaches, they don't wait for your 9 to 5 to start. They can happen on nights and weekends. There's always going to be some constant learning taking place, because cloud technology changes rapidly and you need to stay on top of it. And then there's the responsibility factor, because if something goes wrong, then you are accountable. So I say all to say this: for the right person, the rewards will outweigh the challenges, but it's important to know what you're getting into. All right, next, let's talk about how can you get started if this is what you want to do. So if this career path excites you, here's a roadmap you can start following right now. So first thing you can do is get the basics down packed. So learn networking, operating systems, and security fundamentals. Go out there and get your A+, Net Plus, Security Plus certifications, because they are a great place to start. Then after you do that, go out there and learn a cloud platform. So pick one. You got AWS, you got Azure, you got Google Cloud Platform. And once you learn it, dive deep into it. Get certified at the associate levels with their respective certifications. After you do all of that, build hands-on experience. environments. And you can use free tiers for Amazon, Azure, and GCP to practice setting up and securing cloud environments. Go out there and earn a security certification. So once you have the cloud basics, then start pursuing certs like CCSP or AWS Security Specialty. Then after you do all of that, apply for an entry-level role. So aim for IT support, security analyst, or junior cloud roles. Then start moving up step by step. So gain experience, earn more advanced certs, and start looking for leadership opportunities. And then take on targeted management roles if possible. So once you got about 5 to 7 years under your belt, then start applying for cloud security manager positions. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap all this up. So becoming a cloud security manager, this is not an overnight journey. It takes years of building experience, sharpening technical skills, and developing leadership abilities. But if you stick with it, you'll find yourself in one of the most important and rewarding roles in modern IT, because you're going to be protecting critical data, you're going to be leading security teams, you're going to have the ability to earn a strong six-figure salary, and you'll be part of a field that's growing faster than almost any other in tech. So if you're passionate about security in the cloud, then this could be your dream career.